Lock and load. It's time to load up on some intellectual ammunition with Tom Gresham's Gun Talk. It doesn't matter if you learn to shoot with Daniel Boone or you're brand new. You're welcome here. This is the original national talk show about guns, and Tom Gresham is your guide through the maze of ballistics and politics. So grab your phone and call in right now, 866-825-5486, or just dial 1-TOM-TALK-GUN. Now, here's Tom. The number one national voice in defense of your Second Amendment rights. Gun Talk, available on iTunes and on the free Gun Dealio smartphone app for Android and iPhone. To be on the air with Tom, call us now, 866-825-5486 or 1-TOM-TALK-GUN. Now, here's Tom.
Oh, yeah. Here we go. Talking about more guns than you could possibly imagine. Now, you know, of course, I'm good friends with folks at Springfield Armory, and it's because I know them. I knew that this would eventually happen. Eventually, they would all just simply lose their minds. That's simple as that. And so, joining me to talk about what they're up to is the many-time national world champion. He's beat everybody and everything in shooting and pistol shooting for many years, which is amazing to me because since I know him, I know he can't concentrate for more than like 3 seconds at a time. Rob Leatham joins us right now. Hey, Rob.
I like the losing the part about losing our minds because that's right on spot there.
You guys have gone wacko crazy talk. What are you guys doing?
Well, we've got a thing called DUEL 3 that we're launching here very shortly, and it's hard to explain because there's been nothing like it. There's nothing like it in the industry. We're going to, over the course of a month, give away over 125 guns. I've never seen anything like this before.
It's nuts. It starts September 1. Starts September 1. I just, I can't win anything, but I signed up for it so I could know what you guys are doing. But,
wait, how do you get a win? I don't get a win.
No, I say I can't win. That's the thing. I don't get to win anything. So,
okay, good.
No, I get to sign up, but that's only because I can see what everybody else can win. 125 guns you're going to give away over the course of a month?
I've never seen anything like this. We've got handguns and rifles and all sorts of stuff. We've got custom guns we're giving away. We've got it's just amazing. I mean, it's bigger than that. It's not just us. I mean, we've teamed up with a whole lot of other big players in the we call them our industry friends. To give away some of their products too, because it's not just a simple little gun giveaway. It's a bunch of stuff. And one of the people that's helping us is you guys.
Well, yeah, I mean, we just don't have that many friends, so we got to take care of the ones we do have.
Hey, I have 3 friends. I shot a match this morning at Real Slava Sportsman's Club in Mesa, and I have at least 2 friends, or at least 2 people who needed me because it was a 3-man team match. So I see. So you had 2 friends, but only for the course of the match. Yeah, for about 2.5 hours. I'm not sure they need me anymore.
That's right. You can go home now, Rob. Thank you very much.
Yeah, that's exactly how it was. It was like, hey, thanks for dropping by, and thanks for filling in because we couldn't get who we really wanted.
That's right. Don't call us. We'll call you.
Yeah,
thanks
we'll
call
you. Man, but
all right. So I'm looking now. You're giving away SOCOMs. You got your cool rifles. You got pistols. How does it work? How do you win something?
Well, yeah. Basically, once the duel starts, you'll go in, and I don't even know the exact dates that everything's getting given away. It's so many guns so often. It's hard to keep track of. But I know some of the highlights. You're going to go in and you're going to register for the thing, and then there'll be we call it a duel. They'll put 2 guns up there, and the customers get a vote for which one that they like the best, or which one fits their needs the best, or something like that. And it's really hard to explain because there's just been nothing like it ever before in the industry. I mean, I've never seen anybody do this.
All right, I just went to the website. If you go there, it'll say DUEL 3.
DUEL 3, yeah.
And it's DUEL, in case you're not figuring this thing out. It's a duel, as in one versus the other.
Right.
And you can pre-register now. You can sign up now, and then I guess what happens is like every day or something, you get up or 3 times during the month, you get reminders, and then you go vote between these two. And each time you vote, it's like a chance to win. It's kind of
right. That's what gets you in is you're voting. We record that, and that's what basically enters you into the drawing. So every time you vote, you're basically buying another lottery ticket into this thing. And
okay,
and I would bet the odds
I'm totally confused because here's the thing. I know that you don't drink, but only someone drinking could have come up with this.
No, this was definitely Chad, and it was one of those moments. You know when we did
I understand that.
When
okay,
we were
I got it now.
shooting your show about a month ago, I think, 2 months ago,
yeah.
And he got sick and had to stay in the hotel room that day. I think that's when this started up. I think it was.
So
I think he was.
This was actually this came out of a fever, is what you're saying.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what it is. Some sort of hallucination that Chad had.
I believe it. It's okay. Now, did you guys find a spare room at Springfield that had a lot of guns? We got to get rid of all these guns.
Well, if you go into the advertising and promotion department at Springfield Armory, first off, there's this wall that says Duel 3 on it, and it tries to keep track of all the things that are given away on all the different days. And on the floor, there's all this product. The guns, of course, are just in the normal. It's an absolute zoo. I got to imagine it's going to be a huge relief to everybody when it finishes. We'll get some of the office space back. But there's so many cool things in it. One of it's competition day, and this is the one that I wanted to do. And among other things, we're going to give whoever wins competition day. Remember, every time you vote, you get another entry into the giveaway. We're going to give them a custom XDM 525 from the custom shop, exactly the same thing that I shoot for USPSA production. A bunch of ammo. We're going to give them all the gear you need to go out and shoot it. And then we're going to do something. We'll see how this works because I've never done it in this manner before. But I spent many, many years training people, and we're going to also give away a trip where I'm going to fly out to whoever the winner's local club is, and him or her and 3 of their friends I'm going to do a full-day class for.
Holy smoke. The national champ, many times national champion, world champion, everything champion, Rob Leatham comes to your place and trains you and 3 of your buds. That's outstanding. Now I wish I could win. Darn.
Hey, I'll come and shoot with you anytime you want. You know that, Tom. But
well, you know how much help I need, so
we both do. But it's a cool thing. That's just one of the days. That's competition day, and I don't even. You'll have to. When the thing launches, you'll be able to go through the schedule and see what days are coming up. But there's tactical day and long range day. There's all these other days, and there's so many prizes we can't go over them.
No. And the thing is, you sign up, and then you go back each day, and you can vote between 2. Which of these do you like? And it enters you into that contest for that day. But there's a whole lot more than just one a day because you're giving away 125 plus guns and things. There's only 30 days in the month, so as in 30 days as September. So you're going to be giving away several things a day. Right.
There are guns. I think one thing's called. I don't remember all the stuff in it. They limit how much I'm really supposed to talk about it because they really want people to go in and check it out and let it be a kind of surprise when it hits. But one of them is Monday Gun Day or something like that, and they give a different gun away. But it's not just the guns on those special days. I remember
that song. That was a Mamas and Papas song, wasn't it?
No, that's Sunday.
Monday Gun Day. Yeah, that's what it was.
Monday Gun Day.
All right, I got a question for you. I just saw you do a thing on your Facebook deal of shooting that. Was it the XDM 5.5 or 525? You're just shooting lights out with that thing.
Yeah, it's. I had just come back from the production nationals, and of course, I was back at Springfield Armory after that, and had the guys do a little tune-up on the gun. And one of the things everybody likes to argue about is how you pull the trigger, squeeze, and the trigger stuff. So I went out and did a little test. Now, I'm not saying I could ever do it again, but that picture I put up was with a gun that is going to be exactly like what the person's going to win. Matter of fact, we had to give them that old beat-up one and give me a new one. But yeah, that was when I was experimenting with jerking the trigger and pulling the trigger fast and trying to shoot groups doing that way. And those guns are so easy to shoot that it's. Well, cheating's not the right word because I would never cheat as such.
But But if you're not trying to find an advantage with your gear, then why are you there?
Why are you there? You know, the tough guys do it the hard way, and I like lots and lots of tough guys because they're doing it the hard way, and they're never going to beat me doing it that way. What, is that wrong? Is that wrong?
You beat almost everybody. By the way, I have to tell you, I have not had a chance to tell you this, so this is just kind of different deal. We got to get together with you at the Bianchi Cup and did a nice interview with you, and we just edited that show for GUNTALK Television. It turned out terrific. You're really going to like it. Trying to kind of get a sense. The Bianchi is just a different kind of match. It's special.
It's like nothing else. Now, when you say edited, did that mean you took all the parts I was in out of it?
I did say it was good, didn't I? That's kind of the same thing. Yeah, there is that. So
that match, the Bianchi Cup, has been going on now, I think, when was the first one? Late 78 or 79, something like that. I shot my first one in 82, and it's kind of a combo of speed and accuracy.
Speed and accuracy, exactly. Hey, Rob, can you hold on a second? We'll bring you back into the backside of this thing.
You betcha.
Don't go anywhere. All right, talking with Rob Leatham, beginning shooter. He's learning a lot. He's coming along. He might make it one of these days. There's some hope there. We'll see. 866 Talk Gun.
Alien Gear Holsters, the most comfortable, concealable holsters on the planet, has revolutionized the concealed carry holster market again with the new Cloak Tuck 3.0 IWB holster. This new holster improves on the original design with enhanced retention, a spring steel core, and ballistic nylon padding for added comfort. You've got to try this holster to believe it. Get yours now for as low as $43.88 at aliengearholsters.com.
To be truly protected, if you use your firearm in self-defense, you need to carry more than just a gun. You need to carry firearms legal protection. If something happens, you get the very best legal representation. So protect your family. Add your financial security for less than $10 a month. Learn more at firearmslegal.com. That's firearmslegal.com. If you're going to carry, you better carry firearms legal protection.
If you're gonna carry, you better carry firearms legal protection.
Put a pistol in your hand, and what's your first thought? How does it feel? Then, how can I make it perfect for me? That's why FNH USA is offering the FNS Compact, perfect for concealed carry. Ergonomic, ambidextrous, customizable. Part of the highly regarded FNS series of striker-fired polymer pistols. Find your perfect pistol. Learn more about the FNS and FNX lines at your dealer, or visit us at fnhusa.com.
Hi, this is Tom Gresham from Gun Talk. America is losing critical wildlife habitat at a rate of one football field every hour. It's happening on the Louisiana coast, but it's critical to all sportsmen and conservationists. These precious wetlands provide winter habitat for more than 10 million ducks and geese annually, waterfowl that migrate north through dozens of states. Don't shrug it off. Get involved. You can help. Visit vanishingparadise.org.
Who will you trust with your guns and valuables? Liberty Safes are the best built and most secure safes on the planet. They sell more gun safes than any other brand. It's about trust earned through performance. If your Liberty safe is damaged by fire or attempted break-in, they'll send a new safe right to your home. Protection from thieves and fire. Trust the #1 maker of quality gun safes. LibertySafe.com.
All right, we're talking with Rob Leatham. Of course, I mean, we joke around, but Rob has won everything, pretty much everything that you can win in pistol shooting for 25 years or more. Rob, one of the things I was noticing, and we've talked about a couple of times, is just how good the young shooters are now and how much more quickly they're developing. What's going on with that?
Well, I think a lot of it is from the video game generation. Their hand-eye coordination, I don't think they're stronger or faster than we are, or our generation was. If anything, I think we're tougher than they were. That's going to make somebody unhappy. But I can tell you that their I would say their sharpness, their quickness, their hand-eye coordination are just several steps beyond where we were. By the time I was 20 years old, I was pretty much a very fast, quick shooter. But I see kids that are in their early teens that are as quick and fast as I ever was. And I think a lot of that comes from the fact that they've developed hand-eye coordination. It used to be the people the musician types, that played instruments, that they were always the great. Those were always the best hand-eye coordination guys. And now I think it's the whole video game craze has brought people's just their ability to respond to visual cues way faster than what we saw from previous generations.
Fascinating. It really is. How much better is the gear, the pistols, holsters, everything now than, say, 25, 30 years ago?
Well, you almost can't compare it. We make stuff that's out of the box as good, if not better, than the things that we produced through custom 25 or 30 years ago. Because I still have all of my old guns. And if you looked at one of my 30-year-old custom guns, you'd say, well, that's nice, but couldn't they have done a better job? They're accurate, they're reliable, things like that. But finished work and the base piece of equipment they start with, is not comparable. And some divisions, when I started shooting, all we shot were 1911s, and nobody cared about the production or carry, and there were no polymer guns. That didn't even exist. So all that stuff has come on later. So it's really hard to compare, because one of the things that always stunned me not only is the production stuff so much better. I mean, the guns the level of performance I get out of a stock gun now, just accuracy and durability, reliability-wise, exceeds things that I won nationals with in a couple decades ago. And
yeah, I mean, back then you would get a pistol and then you would have to send it to a gunsmith. You wouldn't even think about starting to shoot it until it had been to a gunsmith.
No. The way you bought the gun out of the box was the starting point. It was like buying a crate engine, for a race car. So there's a block, there's an assembled engine there without any intake or exhaust or anything like that, or transmission. But you then had to fix everything. None of it was ready to go. And now the production division guns, that you see shot in production division, out of the box, just run rings around anything we had.
It really is crazy.
10 years ago.
I should tell people, we should maybe share that when we get together and you come in and we do our video shoots for the TV shows and all, obviously people say, well, you guys look like you're having fun on camera. I say, no, you don't see the real fun stuff.
We can't show them that. Yeah, the shenanigans. We can't show them shenanigans.
That's right. So sometimes we do a little bit, but we also kind of go off in the corner and we come up with crazy ideas like DUEL 3 and different things we do, and that part of it's really fun.
One of the things that's really grown from the time I started shooting is just the popularity of shooting in general. We would go to I think the first national championship I shot in, I can't remember, Tom, but I think there were 300 people in it, and we thought that was a huge match. And now we have our area match here, Area 2 for USPSA has, I think, 400 shooters in just it, and I mean all across the country. I mean, shooting is becoming more and more popular, and there are more and more people shooting competition. And that's something I don't think a lot of people really recognize. If you're a gun owner,
we have so many more places that you can shoot. That's one of the factors.
Yep. We have another range being built out here. I mean, as the urban sprawl increases, places where where I live right now. I still live in Mesa, Arizona, but where I live was further out of town than where I used to go shooting, simply because it's grown and grown and grown. But the popularity of we didn't have any indoor ranges, Tom. I never even heard of an indoor range when I was a kid. I didn't understand what that meant. And now there are lots of facilities being built. You can go to training facilities that have shoot houses and sims houses and outdoor ranges, indoor ranges, and everything you can imagine. When I started, Brian and I used to go out into the desert and stop on the road, and that was our shooting range, where we could find a place that had enough cactus out of the way to give us a range.
Now, there's an image for those of us who know. We're talking about Rob Leatham and Brian Enos out there, just stopping on the side of the road and shooting, two of the greatest shooters of all time. And you guys are probably just trying to beat each other. It's all you're doing.
Well, I learned early on in my career that when we practiced together, and I hardly ever beat Brian practicing. I mean, something that people don't really know is that in practice, which is where he really loved. I don't know if he ever loved shooting matches as much as he loved practicing, but boy, he loved kicking my butt in practice. He was the most difficult person to beat training-wise because he could bring the same level of focus into a training session that I would save for the matches. So I never, the same as when we get together, there's a whole lot of goofing off going on, and I was like that in practice. So therefore, he beat me. But as I developed and learned what I needed to do, the benefit of shooting with Brian out in the desert in those days was that turns out if I could shoot and be competitive with Brian, then I could beat anybody in the world. So, it was kind of a two-edged sword there. I learned humility and skill all at the same time.
There you go. Well, it's always fun getting together with you. We have a ball shooting. I can't imagine how cool it's going to be. Somebody's going to win a day of training from Rob Leatham with the winner and 3 buddies. Now, here's the deal. You got to go to Springfield Armory's website, springfield-armory.com, and it's going to say Duel 3. Click on that, register to vote, and what happens is you basically get emails, but then you'll get an email that's going to explain the whole thing because neither Rob or I can fully explain this because it's like it's like trying to explain the internet. We don't understand how that works.
I don't know how it works. There's a little guy that runs around, and Steve Jobs out in the cloud is making it all work. I don't know how it works. I know there's so many cool things coming, though. I can't even tell you all about them. We haven't even, the grand prize thing, Tom. I can't. I'm not allowed to talk about it, but I can tell you there's never been anything like it.
Whoa. Okay, because the stuff I looked at that I know you're giving away, and I don't know about the grand prize, that's pretty awesome. So I can't imagine what the grand prize is.
Well, the grand prize, I've been specifically told not to talk about it, even though it was my idea. I'm going to give you one hint, Willy Wonka. That's all I'm going to say, and I'm probably going to get in trouble for that. But I'm just so excited about the thing. It's going to be awesome. I mean, there are hundreds of prizes, thousands and thousands of dollars. That competition day is one of 7 of the premier days. I think there may be more than 7. There may be 8 of that we're giving away. You just got to go read the details. Go sign up for the thing, and it'll show you all the details and start.
That'll work. Hey, Rob, thanks for spending some time. I can't wait to get together with you again. It's always a pleasure, my friend. You take care. Rob Leatham, Springfield Armory. If you have not done it by now, you run over to your computer, grab your phone, go there, springfield-armory.com. You can register for that. But while you're at it, be sure you got your Gun Dealio smartphone app on your smartish phone. Be right back with another cool story about guns and vets.
You're listening to Gun Talk, now on more than 200 great radio stations. Now, here's Tom.
We get to talk to so many cool people with Gun Talk. Just a lot of fun stuff and people who do interesting things. We just had Rob Leatham on talking about the incredible Duel 3 gun giveaway that they're doing at Springfield Armory. 125, I think he said more than 125 guns in the course of 30 days. If you want a chance to get in on that, just go to springfield-armory.com, and when it says Duel 3, just click on that and you can register for that. And they'll have all the instructions, information, how that works. Part and parcel of that, it kind of semi-connected, but also just a great story in and of itself. Joining me right now is Walt Fricke. He's the AirBoss for Veterans Airlift Command. Walt, thanks for joining us.
Hey, Tom. Great to be here.
Absolutely. So, first of all, tell people what Veterans Airlift Command is.
Well, Veterans Airlift Command is a network of about 2,600 volunteer aircraft owners and pilots all over the United States that fly post-9/11 combat wounded soldiers and their families for medical or other compassionate purposes in private airplanes for free, no cost to the veteran.
Well, that's very cool. And what does the AirBoss do? You're the AirBoss, so explain what that is.
Well, I'm the founder of the organization, and we coordinate all of the activities. So when a combat wounded, post-9/11 combat wounded vet active duty or retired, contacts us because they need to travel for medical or other compassionate purposes, we tell their story via email to our network of volunteers along that route of flight, and somebody pops up and says, hey, I'd like to fly that family or that gentleman or that young lady where they need to go back to Walter Reed or Brooke Army Medical Center, wherever they need to go to get their prosthetics tuned up, maybe to go to a wedding, maybe to go on a hunting trip, all kinds of reasons that are all, sort of healing related. So we coordinate that activity. We put out the travel request. We get the volunteer on board, and then we connect them with a passenger, and they take it from there.
That's a huge amount of coordination.
It is. We've got a staff of 5 people nationwide, all either combat wounded, married to combat wounded, daughter of combat wounded. They're all connected, big hearts to the mission, and we're on 24/7. If you'd have called our office just now instead of my cell phone, you'd have got one of us.
So what's the connection with the Springfield Armory DUEL thing?
Well, they're auctioning off a 1911, as I understand it. The proceeds are going to go to the support the work of the Veterans Airlift Command, which is a great honor for us to be the recipient of such an award and an opportunity for shooters to participate in supporting the real shooters.
There you go. That is terrific. Now, obviously, you're open. If somebody wanted to say, hey, I'd like to help out, and they wanted to throw some dollars in the kitty, they can do that on your website, the veteransairlift.org? .org,
that's correct. Veteransairlift.org. There's a donate button. Anybody can support us there, and we appreciate any and all support because that goes to support the coordination effort. 98% of what we raise goes directly to support the mission, so we're pretty thin overhead compared to what we provided direct support to veterans.
Yeah, no kidding. It's a whole lot better than one other particular veterans so-called group that we know of. But let's not go down that rabbit hole. Now, you're looking also for volunteers. I know you need pilots and airplanes, but you also just need sometimes somebody to go with people, right?
Well, really the volunteers that we need are people that own airplanes. Volunteers with airplanes. Okay. That's we've got our hands full coordinating that. So beyond that, we stay focused on our mission, and so that's it. We need volunteer people that own airplanes to register, just like you did. You're one of our volunteers, and we appreciate that very much.
Sure. How does somebody, if they have they're looking for a ride, or they have a family member who's a post 9/11 vet who needs a ride, how do they go about that?
They just go right to our website, veteransairlift.org, and there's a passenger tab where they just look at the very brief. We're high on compassion and low on red tape, so they just put in a trip request online, and from that we put out the request. We'll contact them, gather whatever additional data we need, but almost zero paperwork. In fact, there is zero paperwork in 99% of them. So, like I said, high on compassion, low on red tape. The veteran just goes right to our website, puts in a trip request, and we put it out to our volunteers. They have to be post 9/11 combat wounded generally.
Okay, sounds good. And the website again is veteransairlift.org.
You've got it, Tom. Thanks very much.
All right. Hey, Walt, I appreciate it. I look forward to working with you on this, and it is an incredibly worthwhile thing to be doing, man.
Well, thank you, Tom. We appreciate it.
All righty, you take care. That is a great group. I like that. It's a direct kind of thing. All righty, open lines now. It's just you and me. We've got some time left. We can shoot the breeze. Tell me about a gun that you like, an optic you like, or if you got a question, well, heck, if I don't know the answer, you know what I do? I make it up, just like always. 866-TALK-GUN, or just dial 1-TOM-TALK-GUN. This is Gun Talk.
In the field or on the range, you need a trigger you can trust. For over 60 years, Timney triggers have been trusted by hunters and shooters everywhere. A Timney trigger could mean the difference between a great shot and a miss. Timney triggers are proudly made in the USA and come with a lifetime warranty. To order, go to timneytriggers.com. That's TIMNEY triggers.com.
You got your carry permit, and that's good. But you know you could use more training. Get the DVDs, which have what you need. Springfield Armory presents Concealed Carry 1 and Concealed Carry 2 with Batagroup. Learn specific concealed carry skills from Top Gun fighting trainers. Get trained. Be prepared. This really is life and death. ShopGunTalk.com. That's ShopGunTalk.com.
Has the ammo you run in your AR got you in a jam? High-performance guns need high-performance ammo. New Barnes Range AR ammo uses top-quality components to ensure your gun runs smooth. It's loaded with light-for-caliber jacketed zinc core bullets to maximize speed. In 5.56 and 300 blackout. Barnes Range AR ammo. It's fast, it's flat, it's accurate, and it's easy on steel. BarnesBullets.com.
What's the best self-defense gun? It's the one you have with you. The Taurus Curve is the most comfortable gun you can carry, so you will have it with you. It actually curves to fit your body. Ultra comfortable, snag-free, made in the USA. Built in light and laser. 10.2 ounces of 380 firepower. Double action only. The world's first and only curved firearm. Details at TaurusUSA.com.
Are you looking for a place to shoot? The National Shooting Sports Foundation has a great website called wheretoshoot.org. It's the largest database of shooting ranges on the internet. It's also a great resource for shooters where you can find video tips, printable targets, and a lot more. Find it online at wheretoshoot.org. And while you're there, download their free iPhone app. That's wheretoshoot.org.
Crossbreed Holsters is broadening our product selection to serve more of your concealed carry needs. With products handmade in the USA, like the bedside backup, gun belts, and of course our world-famous Super Tuck and Mini Tuck holsters, we understand what works, and we take pride in providing you with a quality product. At Crossbreed Holsters, we live and breathe concealed carry. We make and sell products that we believe in and products that our customers love. To see more, go to crossbreedholsters.com. That's crossbreedholsters.com.
Alrighty, we're back with you. 866-TALK-GUN gets you in here. Parker has called in from Willow, Alaska. Yeah, I like that. Up there where I think President Obama's going to come by and see you there, Willow. Hey, hi, Parker. How you doing, Parker?
Oh, pretty good. Just thought I'd call in with a little bit of range report. We're member-owned range, a little over 500 members right now, and we have about 10% of us are certified range officers. We're open basically Friday through Monday, and then on Wednesdays, and kind of shut down on Tuesdays and Thursdays for a little bit of maintenance. And we've been working on this range for about 15 years or so, and we finally opened up our 1,000-yard range this year. It's nothing fancy, but it's got a backstop and it's got a shooting bench, and we've got spaced out where you can shoot 4, 6, 800 yards, whatever you want to, out to 1,000. So,
and it's the Upper Susitna Shooters Association. Is that right?
And you can look us up on the internet at that address .com. And
it's actually susitnashooters.org, I believe, isn't it?
Yes, yeah. And we're, like I said, we're just member-owned, but we're open to the public, and so we're getting a lot of classes going. We got hunter safety instructors. A couple weeks ago, we had a introduction to firearms for ladies group up here, and that was about the same time that the Friends of the NRA was having their drawing for their gun raffle up here. So,
good deal, Parker.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. That's it's terrific. I'm looking at your website and seeing all the things you guys are doing. Again, website is susitnashooters.org. It's at mile 94 on the Parks Highway. Susitna is Susitna, which is named after Susitna Mountain, Mount Susitna, also Susitna River, Sleeping Lady. Let's see, I've flown over both of those. And used to land and fish out of Theodore River, which is near the Susitna. So, yeah, I've been all over that country before. Let's see here. Paul is on line one out of Casper, Wyoming, one of my favorite places to go shoot. A lot of gun people in Casper. Hey, Paul.
Hey, Tom. I was told to get right to it. I'm looking to buy a gun safe. I want the biggest damn safe I can buy, but, the prices are so different. And I know you're Liberty Safe guy, and I can't find any. Are you there?
Can't find any what? Yeah, I'm here. Go ahead.
Well, there's to buy a Liberty. Do you have to actually go online and buy it that way, or is there somebody in Casper that carries them?
I don't know if there's somebody in Casper, but you should be able to on the Liberty Safe website. I'm looking to see if they have a place where you can find a dealer. I bet you can, though, because they've got like 300 Liberty dealers around the country. So I imagine you can. Because the thing is, even if you buy one get one online, or you're still going to get it from a dealer because you're going to have a dealer bring it out, install it. You want a professional bringing out, particularly if you're going to get the biggest dadgum safe you can find, you want a pro to bring that thing in and put it in there. I am going to applaud you for deciding to get the biggest one you can get, because almost everybody gets one. They think, well, this would be big enough, and it never is. So go ahead and get the big one and go that way. But yeah, if you go to the Liberty Safe website, libertysafe.com, and poke around there, you can find a local dealer. And I guarantee you, let me see, I'm just looking. Yep, there it is. They've got a find a dealer link right there. What's your zip code?
82604.
82064.
82604.
Oh, I can't. I can't. 82604. I can't do this thing here. I'm going to see if I can put it in here. 604. Let's see if I can find you one. There you go. We got them. Looks like there's one in Casper, one in Rawlins, and one in Gillette. So, yeah, you're good to go. Try Bar D Signs. Bar D Signs on East Yellowstone in Casper, Wyoming. How's that?
That'll work. Hey, I appreciate it. And, yep, that's about it. So.
Okay, look, good luck with that. I hope that works out for you. I think it will. Love mine. Man, I like having a safe. Actually, I did the same thing. Got one, wasn't big enough. Had to get a second one. Got two safes. Oh, well, it's not an addiction. Truly, I could stop anytime I want to. Really, honestly. Line 4, Steve's with us, Oceanside, California. Hey, Steve, you're on Gun Talk. What's up?
I got a product recommendation for you, Tom. Adding an extra round into the single-stack modern pistols. If you go to magguts.com, magtus.com, they have a conversion kit that you pull the insides of the magazine out, you put in their kit of parts, and you can get one more round into most of the modern single stacks.
And I'll spell that again. It's M-A-G-T-U-F. It's in
Magguts, M-A-G-G-U-T-S.
Got it.
So my 7-round magazine becomes an 8, my 8-round magazine becomes a 9.
Okay, I'm looking at magguts.com. The last round's on us. Oh, what a great tagline. Hey, that is wonderful information. There you go. Now, that's a rage report for us. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that, Steve. Let's see. We got time to get Charles in here before we hit our break? No. Okay, Charles, we're going to get you in when we come on the backside. Don't go anywhere. We also have room for everybody else if you'd like to get in here. It's 866-TALK-GUN. Also, of course, the after show, we'll be doing that one. And, of course, the best way to hear the after show and to pick up any show that you missed or go back and hear previous shows is with the Gun Dealio app. And I know I keep talking about it, but it's only because I personally think it's very cool. We keep getting reports of people who are saving money. I went to was it yesterday? Yeah. Went to an Academy Sports. It's a regional sporting goods store. They sell guns and such. Went there yesterday, and as we drive up into the parking lot, my phone goes, chick, chick, like a pump-action shotgun. It was very cool. And I knew I'd just gotten a GUNDELIO alert and looked at it and go, yeah, oh, man, that's cool. Buy this gun. You can get 3 magazines with it. Well, I would not have known about that. That's what GUNDELIO does. It gives you the deals, the things you might not know about. And you know what's cool about it? It's free. Go to GUNDELIO.com for your Android or your iPhone. There you go. 866-TALK-GUN gets you in here. We still have time for you. Give us a shout.
Even though today's radio show is winding down, if you're on hold, stay there. Tom will pick your call up during the Gun Talk After Show. It's an on-topic, off-topic free-for-all coming up right after today's broadcast.
All right, now we're back with you. If you'd like to join us, 866-TALK-GUN gets you in there. Let's see here. Russell on line 1 out of Little Rock. How you doing, Russell? How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. I wanted to talk to you about this Walter article in the NRA magazine. Said they were going to start making 45 ACPs at Fort Smith, Arkansas.
Walter, they're trying to. I think they're going to be. I think they may already be making some guns in Arkansas and they're trying to just build up the number. So, what is it about the gun that you're interested in?
Well, I was wanting to know. Do you know this is going to have an external hammer?
I do not know because I don't even know which model it is you're talking about exactly.
Well, it's supposed to be kind of a copy of 1911.
Well, if it's a copy of a 1911, it's going to have an external hammer.
Yeah, it didn't look like it in that picture. But what I also wanted to ask you about was, when you were talking a few weeks ago about that, checking to see if you got a round in the, chamber and all this with the 1911, and
right.
I don't do that, so I don't have that problem with that ammo. I mean, I know if it's loaded or not. I got a concealed carry. If I'm carrying it, I'm not going to sit there and keep checking it. I just kind of wondered what that was all about a couple of weeks ago when I heard you.
I may be talking about when I do a press check. When I put a gun on, I always press check it just to make sure that I can see or feel a round in the chamber before I head out. It's just one of those checking things. Just make sure that's where it ought to be. That's all it is. It's a routine. Exactly, Jim. When I put a gun on, I always do a press check, put it in the holster. Then I don't check it anymore. I don't check it anymore that day because I checked it before it went into the holster. But every time I put it in the holster, I do a press check. And so I would it's one of those deals. It would be really, really bad to need it and have it go click. And it would be really bad to need it and have it go click and work the slide and find out you didn't put a magazine in it. And you say, I would never do that. Yeah, well, I've done everything. So there's almost no way that you can screw up a routine that I haven't screwed up. So now I have to have very rigid routines. Check it, press check it, check the mag, make sure it's in. All of that. Oh, yeah, here's the other thing I do. Here's a safety thing, and I would recommend this to anybody. When I load my gun before I put it on, every time I load my gun in the house, I say these words out loud. It's not enough to think them. You must say them out loud. I say, this gun is loaded. Yeah, I know it's going to sound weird to some of you. Why do I do that? That's why I do not take it out of the holster and point it somewhere and say, I'll just dry fire it or pull the trigger or something. I'm driving it into my consciousness that this gun is loaded. So, it's one thing to think it. It's a different mechanism in driving it into your consciousness to actually say it out loud. So, and look, if you want to say it quietly, just say to yourself, this gun is loaded. Whatever works for you. But it's just my routine. I press check, I check the mag, I make sure it's in, put the gun in my holster, then I say, this gun is loaded. Then I do not touch it again. Simple as that. Hey, if you're on hold, we're going to get to you. If you'd like to join us for the after show, by all means, call us. 1-TOM-TALK-GUN. If you want to hear the after show, get the GUNDELIO app. It's free. Just go there with your iPhone, your Android, to wherever you get your apps. It's there. Just look for Gun Dealio, and I'll take care of it. Or go to gundealio.com. Hey, do some shooting. Be safe. Be aware of your surroundings. Watch those public ranges.